Wellness came, I gave myself a commandment. I told myself that I want to do this business of OQATA Wellness Solutions. I want to test. If I am testing whether or not it will work, I want that test to take me 10 years. 10 what? 10 years. Sometimes very many people fail to make it in very many things or very many arenas of life because they become jacks of many traits and masters of none. You get the point? You find somebody that is 31 years old like me or even more, and in 31 years of age, they have done 10 businesses. 10 what? Businesses. They have tried 10 different things. Experience here, and this person almost has experience, of over, maybe say, 50 years. In how many years? 30, because they have been doing a numerous number of things. In 1 year, they did 5 businesses. Someone did very many things over time, and nothing of those things worked because they became a jack of all trades and a master of none. They failed to allocate their time well. There is that guy at your village, hometown. He is a chapati seeker. Do you know that guy? Hello? Do you know that guy? All of you are renting in Muyenga. Oh, you're staying in Muyenga. How many of us are staying in where? I live Kololo. Now you Kololo, we shall come back to you later, okay? Now my counterparts in the K Estates. Anyone staying in Kamocha? I had a mad fish business that side. Anyone staying in Kawala, Kasubi, those ends, Chebando, those ends. There is, no, it's not a bad, Toseka, it's not a, I want to make my point. There is that guy that makes chapatis in those areas. That spot, you know that spot? Where you go for a late night Rolex, you know that place? But again, you could realize that guy has also been there for quite some time. Who has noticed that? Unless the council destabilizes his business, that guy has been there for a long time, and also, not even just a long time, but he's been waking up early. Even by the time you're coming to office, the guy has already made some chapatis there for what? For breakfast. As you're going home to sleep in the night, because you're thinking it is late, the guy is the one that is on your rescue team when it comes to a late night Rolex. You can imagine. It's the guy that is making chapatis. He's being consistent at his job. He has been there for long, waking up early and leaving late every single day to make 20,000 as profit every single day. How consistent, how good must you be at what you're doing to target making maybe 1 million shillings every single day? How good must you be? That means you get the point? Because if a chapati seeker is that kind of on point, how about you? You get the point? So when I joined OQATA, I was 30 by the time the CEO told us about this concept. And said, when I am 30, that means if I add 10 years, I will still be a vibrant man at 40. So I commissioned myself that if I am going to try OQATA to see whether it will work or not, let that try be how many years? 10 years. Who is ready to try or to do the business for at least 10 years? Anyone? You get the point? Perfect. Because at 10 years, if it has not worked for you at 10 years, you have the right and confidence to do what? To leave it, because you will be satisfied. No sango muntu nga chikubi nga yaguza Range Rover gamba nachiwe miaka jange meka kumi. It is very good. It's a very good measure of time. 10 years is really a very good measure of time. You understand? So do it. Maybe yours may not be 10, it may be 20. My target was, if I get 2 villas from OQATA, 2 villas, 5 years, a villa. Another 5 years, a villa. Then, maybe by after 10 years, I may retire, and you begin seeing these trainings of mine from your YouTube channel, from the YouTube channels. But for business, I'm doing this for 10 years, every single day. Launching new markets, launching new distributors, looking for new people, selling the products every single day for 10 years. And today, we're going to learn about time management for consistent sales. When I talk about sales, I'm not only meaning sales of products, but I'm also meaning getting the new what? Hello, getting the new what? Are we in class? Okay, let me first identify you, my audience. How many of us are here and you have been in the business for less than 1 month? Less than a month. Okay, less than 3 months. Now 1 month, and we still have one. Less than 3 months? How come those who have been here for less than 3 months, their hands are lesser than those who have been there for less than 1 month? That's the logic. Okay, let me see people who have been here for less than 3 months. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 3 months and less. Oh. So, we are saying when talking about sales, it's not just about the sales of the what? Of the products, but also the what? The opportunity. How good or how consistent you have new recruits in your what? In your team. How consistent or how often you have them in your team. That's what you call. It's also just about. It's all about. It also falls under the consistent what? Consistent sales. You get the point? And you're saying that time management in network marketing matters so much because it is where your success does what? Depends. It depends. The success depends on how consistent you are. Get the point? For how long are you going to keep doing those simple things? For how long? The consistency is just about those simple things done over a long period of what? Of time. You get the point? People that master the game, those small things every single day are the ones that win big in whatever they are doing. So time is your most valuable resource in the what? In the business. Because if you don't have a measure of time, of course, you don't know how consistent you're going to what? To be. You get the point? It is the time, it is how you manage your time that determines or that helps you have a measure of your consistency in the business. You understand? If you talk about giving your business 1 hour every single day. Here, the determinant is what? Is the 1 hour. Then we come to see that if you say 1 hour every single day, 1 hour, then we shall come to ask you a question. Did you give the business 1 hour today? Did you give it the business 1 hour yesterday, 1 hour last week? Are you going to do the business 1 hour tomorrow? If you can do that 1 hour every single day, then doing what you said you could do in that 1 hour, then we can say you are a consistent what? Person. But also, you can choose to be positively consistent or negatively consistent. You can write that. What do I mean? What do I call negative consistency? Anyone can give me an answer? What do I call negative consistency? Anyone? Pardon? Not doing what you said you could do in the time you said you could do it. Or doing the wrong thing in the time you could say you could do the right thing. Or check it. You could say you are consistent at making phone calls. But again, the phone calls you're making, you're using the wrong script. You understand? You're inviting people for jobs. You're promising what you will not offer. Seemingly the team is not growing over the specified period of time you gave yourself. When we say that at a certain age, X, a baby must be beginning to what? Let me say to eat food, To eat. It is going to be irresponsible of a mother to wait for age X so that the baby begins to eat. You get the point? It is responsibility of the mother that as they wait for age X, they must be doing the simple things of wearing the child off the breast. You get the point? So that by the time age X reaches, they can easily do what? Get the point? So it's not time alone is not just enough for you to basically measure how consistent you are. It also comes with doing the right thing you said you could do in that time X. You understand? When I say I am going to do OQATA for a minimum of 10 years, it is going to be stupid of me to sit at my home, put up my legs and I wait for 10 years. Still, the 10 years, I will still be the same one person with no results because I didn't do what I was supposed to do in the 10 years. You understand? So time helps you measure how consistent you are, but of course, time is just one simple factor. There are very many things that come along that you align with the time you spend in in the business or doing something. You understand? So time just helps you mark yourself. Time just helps you mark yourself. And also, time just makes sense when you said you will do what you said you could do. Lack of a structure leads to missed opportunities. If you don't have a clear manner in how you manage your time, you're going to realize that you waste a lot of it and you lose opportunities. Consistency builds trust with your prospects and customers. This is very, very important. Very, very important. Have you been doing the business sometime and then somebody calls you and asks you a question that, are you still doing those things And then the answer is, na you call that chi? Na biva muda. Then before you know it, you introduce the same person to another something. Then maybe they want you to buy now. By the time they want to buy, they don't find you around. These days, my biggest customers are not even those customers that I got from OQATA. These customers I've gotten over my MLM career. When I was in Zambia recently, a friend of some guy met me on WhatsApp and said, "How are you applying?" My name is Sanso. That name I don't even remember. He told me, "I want to buy product X and X, Y, and Z." I told him, I'm not in Uganda right now, but I will meet you when I come back. When I just come back, just like this, I had even lost his direct calls line. He told me, "I want to buy product X, Y, and Z." I told him, "No, I'm still doing in the same line of food supplements, but then we launched a new product on the market that works better than the other. It is A, B, C, D. You get the point? Rachi. Yansanga mukazanyo nchako chi? Nchalimu. You get the point? I could easily recommend. I made a sale. I didn't even meet him personally. I sent the guy to Madame Farida. Madame Farida helped me make the sale to him because I wasn't at office yet. Get the point? So basically, this customer over 10 years, he has known me for selling the same line of products. You understand? Some of you, you're not going to be very patient to wait for you. You're not patient that your breakthrough is not going to find you present. Champion wagenda kujja okuyingira akusenga gatokola ki gatoliiwo. Maybe the gentleman that's going to change your game is supposed to find you in the game, and surprisingly the time he will be ready to come, he will find you nga mama yagambye kola ki bivemu, or when you ngotwadde emyezi 3 ngokoze ki ngokivuddemu. You understand? So very good. Consistency will help you build trust with your prospects. Let someone tell you, "I'll join next year." Okay, the answer looks outrageous. You get the point? But if they're going to consider, let them find you doing the same business. There's one gentleman about to join me this month. He's supposed to be making my 3 in August. I've already done 2 for this month. I'm waiting for that gentleman to join as I prospect more so that I can make my 3. And I see if I can hit 5 in what? 5 in 30 this month. It is my goal. But this gentleman is my hobby from St. Mary's, Chitende. He contacted me also when I was in Zambia. And he told me, "Man, you guys are bad. How bad are we? I wonder the guts you got. I wonder why you got the guts to dive into, to have the confidence to dive into a business model like what you're doing." I told him, it doesn't require guts. If you have your problems chasing you enough and you've understood the art of the business, it doesn't even require guts. It is as simple as the guts you took when you're joining employment. How is it going with you? "Man, living paycheck to paycheck, salary is not enough." What he told me, no? So tell me, are you still into MLM? Actually, I am here in Zambia, expanding the project in Zambia. If I show you what I discovered recently 1 year ago, you're going to be mesmerized. Tell me about it. I presented him online. You understand? The thing is, so he knows that I am a networker. He knows that this is what I do. So if he thinks I'm not, maybe somebody else had presented to him network marketing. And his thought is, there is an hobby of mine that was doing that thing, that was good at it. That is why I would prefer to go back and see and check on him and how he's doing. That's the point. So give yourself time to be trusted by your prospects and your customers. Yeah? Give yourself time. Maybe you could be marketing a product and seemingly somebody is not buying. But that consistent reminder, the Android post, the Trimton post, someday someone will come and say, "Maybe give me this product," because they have seen the gamba singabi item called singachi akolachi, singachi abitunda. You get the point? Singachi item called singachi abirimu. Check it. He can't be growing, looking nice every day, by driving a Mercedes-Benz and it is not working. Maybe the thing is working. Give the prospects time to do what? To trust you. And how do you do that? By being consistent at what you're doing. Are we together, my friends? Proper planning reduces stress and burnout. The number of reasons why people get stressed out with the business. No musanga business a mazeko plan. This is because they don't plan for their time. They don't plan how they spend their time. They are really, really busy but not productive. Why? They are not planned well. You get the point? They don't know when to follow up. They don't know when to call, but again, they don't know when to take a break. They don't know when to keep on. They don't know when to engage gear 1. They don't know when to do what? To do reverse. You get the point? Yes, sometimes the reverse gear is also very important. You know that? In building long-term business, it's also very important. Sometimes a reverse gear is what? Important. As you build a long-term business. When you zo kuba na chintu, ngawaju okabaze bubi. Oshaged, ngawachata bigele mabega, okolotia, otomenango. No kuda kebega to sindize buchi, buto. All those things can only happen if you're planning well. Yeah, I have a client, a very big client at one of my our properties in Mitianas, somewhere there. Is building in ceramics. Many of you know Chip General Hardware, that guy that is building it. So recently, last year, he told me, no, I am closing down this. I'm not going to be your tenant anymore. I asked him, but you're a guy, you're a very big businessman. You should be opening up more branches, not closing others. Get the point? He said, no. When I realized that when they put a highway here, the cars are very, very fast, people cannot cross from the other side to this side, and many people are capitalizing on the other branch to the other side. So I'm thinking, if we close this branch and now do more of the deliveries online, I think it can do better. So you understand? He engages a reverse gear to close one branch to see how you can basically direct the resources to where? Somewhere else. That cannot happen if you don't plan well. Yeah? Maybe you try to launch a new market. You want to do Adjumani. Very good. Say, I'm going to do Adjumani 5 months. When it picks up, I'll now do Moyo and whatever. Then you try Adjumani 5 months. It is not Techivayo Buchi, Bulunji. And then you realize that you are losing the Kampala team at the expense of the what? The Adjumani one. You get the point? And you have to maybe engage a reverse gear to give maybe the Kampala team more time and see how you establish your time. That only comes when you plan well. When you plan well. You get the point? Time management allows for better what? Work-life balance. It's a very good point if you understand it very well. What does work-life balance mean? Pardon? Someone help me. What does work-life balance mean? Huh? Work and do what? Enjoy life as well. Yeah, you have to enjoy life as well. But now, the business that we are doing, for those that are new and those that have been here for a while, I want to bring it to your attention that the business that we are doing does not require very many distractions. You know that? Hello, do you know that? So as you're trying to balance life, it's important to know how to balance. It's not going to be often. Some books encourage it, but me, I'm not so much in accord. And I told you what I believe in is not compulsory. I should also believe in it. Secondly, it's not going to happen. It's not going to come a point of time in your life where you can basically balance the whole wheel of life like this. Secondly, muno na business yo eliwano, your business MLM, you're also a what? A student or somako wano. Then you also what? You have a small what? This is your M&M business, but also you're working in your sister's boutique in town. But also you're a soccer fan. You watch all matches. Check it there. Now on the weekend we have what? Saturday we have what? Arsenal, Man U. Tomorrow we have what? Liverpool and what? Today Liverpool and what? Premier League is opening again. Now, imagine today there is a match. Tomorrow it is fire. Monday we are where? Now Uganda and what? So you are the match person. You are watching all because you're a soccer fan. But then after the match, you are one that goes to party with Bades in the bar. You want to drink up to 3 and go back home. But also you're a family man. You're a father like me. You're also a father. What else? You also sing in the church choir. Sing in church choir on Sunday. Then what else? Yeah, you also, because Katikilo said, now you are both learning in Zimbabwe. You are investing in the coffee. You are planting coffee. Now you find a point like this one. Time management allows you to balance the what? Work-life balance. And you think that what we are meaning is this. My friend, you are an unserious businessman. It can't happen like this. It cannot. I must magari. If you don't find comfort and rest and prestige in what you're doing, you can't become successful at it. Okay, take it there. But think about it. What do you think? Like all those of church? Do you think a point of time is going to come whereby you have that you reach a point of satiety? I was in a group of people that annoyed me so much, and I ended up leaving. Ask me why. This guy comes and tells me, this guy comes and says, no, he says, oh, I was at this young lady here does my mobile money transactions. So sometimes I sit there and send this one money, send this one money, send this one money, do this and this. So this guy comes. This lady also sells some appliances. This guy comes to buy a percolator and it's expensive. And he says, "Nayo muntu tasobola kufuna ko nyu nebino ebintu ebisinga bino balubu percolator landlord inabiteka mu nyumba bina kubeeramu." I told him, yes, oli mutuufu, but then those houses are there that have those things. Maybe the price that you pay for the house is not worth it. Nah, soboka. Yes, Jezili. You just enter with yourself and get out in the morning. And there is a maid that cleans when you go out. How much are they paying per month? Maybe they're paying about $3,000, $4,000. That's more than 10 million. He said, yes. How can you pay 10 million? That is sub-month. Now it is sub-month to you. Because there's a person, 10 million is not a tenth of their income. But you get there. Because you're paying 250,000 for your rent, doesn't mean that people are not paying $1 million shillings per day for rent, for sleeping. And I told him, the bad news is, when you spend 10 million per day, 10 million per what? You are still not regarded as the highest highest spenders in this country. I was trying to open his mind to show him how wealthy people are in his country. No, sasa milioni 10. Tobe lo muku basingo sasa nyamugwanga. Similarly, no kola milioni 10 per day. Tobe lo muku basingo bugaga muchi. Even if you make 20 million per day in this country, you are still not the richest in this country. That is how wealthy people are. Am I lying, Daddy Muhire? I'm not lying. And this guy said, because that's when I realized that I'm holding the right argument with the wrong people. I told me, that's money. People are driving cars only in that money. And the bad news is, you cannot get that money. By the time you get 150 what? Right now, zikumala because tokolachi. But by the time you get the what? The 150, still, it will be not enough already. You'll be targeting to get 500 million. So it really gives you it gives you a picture of how we have limited resources to satisfy money's unlimited what? Wants. That means a point of time is not going to come and you feel what? Satisfied with what you have already. People like Daddy could not be attending such a kind of training in such a kind of a day. Yeah, he has educated his children. They are engineers, big people doing big projects. He has invested in real estate. Yeah, he has where he's collecting rent. But I think something is telling him, don't just retire like an old man. Get something to do. He still needs the payer of how much? 55,000. He still needs that payer. He's still calling another person. He's still going on the bus to where? To Chisolo. Yet he has his own car. He's still, so that really shows him that if he doesn't love what he's doing, if he doesn't find comfort in what he's doing, he's going to live the rest of his life thinking the point of time is going to come where he will stop to work and enjoy his life. And balance his will. What's that? Tegeza muno. Chokola network marketing njao jifunemu emirembe. Wobo ogenda kunywa akachayi ku Serena. O balancinga work life balance. Kanywe nga bw'osoma akatabo kaki? Ochegede success principles. Ochegede. I'm thinking that if Bitature is having a cup of coffee at where? At Serena, and with somebody, they're maybe talking about hotel business and hospitality. I'm thinking if the President Museveni is moving around the PDM and whatever meeting point set out at 2, they're maybe talking about politics and how he can consolidate himself in power, because he's not thinking that after being president he will retire and go to his farms and begin rearing cattle. Maybe he could have done that already. It's a long life career in himself. Emirembeje yemanyiza okujifunira muki mulimu ennyini mukyakola. Oshegede. Yes, travel the world. But then maybe you may not be that networker who will go to where? To Dubai and spend 1 month there. That's the point. But the question is, if you want to travel, can you enjoy that trip you take to Zambia? To enjoy the trip, visit the Victoria Falls as you build your business there. Yeah. People think I flew to Zambia. No, it's a lie. Don't even say it again. He took a flight to Zambia. No, I didn't have the money to take a flight to Zambia. The company is beginning. It is 1 year. Where did I get the money from? I took a what? I took a bus. I'm not ashamed to say. No, I took a bus to Zambia. It was 4 days on the bus. I was not feeling overworked. I was enjoying. I have pictures. I'll post them here. One time during the close, I was enjoying my journey. Sat in the bus. Reached the borders, I enjoyed the experience of Zambia. What, where are you going? I'm going to expand the business, wherever. So, no kaka, no new midwa. Not Jacob pressure. Because now if you say, I could have taken a flight, you can't afford the flight. So if you were on a bus, thinking that you could have taken a flight which you can't afford, you're going to feel stressed and overworked. That is why many of you are failing to build business, because you're thinking there is the right time for you to do that. So, you know about Kenya, also Kenya, Nenga to so gende Kenya yokulokutano nokola byokola by Monday no bango komyo not awo muntu yomama nyatu wagenze ne Kenya chokola kifune mwemiki emirembe. You can't be a jack of all trades. Tosobola kubanga sebo gwe muri mwe mwanyasinga gwe musomya asinga wafuna first class era gwe yimba mukwaya ne business yemu kikubekola nga gwe tondoba muwati. You can't focus. The wheel of life is never what? It's never what? It's never what? The wheel of life is never balanced. It will appear like that. That is why business people have house helpers. Nange mbanja kele kumacha nyambeko mtano wakola homework usegede mpale kusomero usegede. So I can choose either to be that family man or to be this family man and this businessman. Or I can choose to be this family man and this businessman. What's again? I have children. I put them in boarding school. My daughter is 4 years. She's in boarding school. Maybe I should not have been in boarding school. I could not have gone to Zambia and come back. But I went to Zambia and came back. They're having holidays tomorrow. I'll pick them, put them at home. Their nanny is there now. So, less of a family man, more of a businessman, as I give them better shelter, as I give them the basic needs, as I take them to good schools. You get the point? So, are we together? But I hope the message is clear, even if you don't finish the rest. Either you run the day or the day does what? Runs you. If you have no to-do list, if you have no time management schedule, you basically find yourself involved in very many things. Set the clear targets for sales. Define your monthly and weekly sales targets. I told you mine that this month is to recruit 5 people. I've done 2. Left with how many? 3. How many products do you want to sell? How much volume do you want to sell? How many people do you want to bring into the business? Break the goals into daily action steps. What are you going to do every single day? In breaking this down, you focus on the income generating activities, because it is the income generating activities that bring the result. You understand? The income generating activities, what you do is what makes this result a reality. How many people do you meet every single day? How many people do you prospect? How many people do you call? How many people do you follow up on? How many posts do you make on social media? How many follow-up phone calls do you make to your customers every single day is what determines how fast this goal will come to reality. Also, set deadlines so that you stay accountable. You get the point? You can't just be in the business, waiting in the business for as long as you have to tell us. You have to know when do you want your team to be at 100 people. When do you want your team to be at 2,000 people? My goal was that by end of my first year in OQATA, I must have built a team of 2,000 people. By end of the first year in OQATA, I already done over 2,200 people already. In the first what? In the first year. So how big do you want your business to be in which period of time? How much volume do you want to move in which period of time? Set that targets to be what? Accountable. Check it. Business here. Yeah? You're talking about driving your fast car. When do you want to drive it? When will you, how will you, I mean, when must you do what to feed a winner? Okay, because time is running very, very fast. Huh? All of us are saying, we are in the pioneering stages. The company is new. We're in the pioneering stages. But time is going to come whereby we are 5 years and 10 years. What will you tell people, my brother, my sister? What will you tell people? 5 years from what? 5 years from what? What will you tell people that when you're not driving? What will you tell people? That what happened? Mbugwagana okunganya sente zovuga emotoka naye neza company zegabe ez'emmotoka nazo zaakulema. Wagana fuka platinum. Bakuwe emotoka. Naye neza okunganya ezizo nazo zaakola ki? Zaagana. What will you tell people? So set targets for yourself and be very, very intentional. Goals are not achieved just like that. Goals are hunted. Let's check it. Goals are hunted. How desperate are you? Yeah? When you have a goal that you're hunting, you don't spend money uselessly. Me, I don't always have money in my pocket because I have goals I am chasing. I don't want money to tempt me. I have no discipline. I'm very generous. I'm very, very generous. So to avoid that, I don't move with money. Because if I now have to complete a construction, I make sure that if I am going home and I have another 200,000 in my pocket, I deposit at the hardware. But that's the meeting in I deposit the money there. I keep my receipts. That's what I do. That's what I do. That is how I've been able to do the small things I have done in this country. Why? I'm always very goal-oriented. I'm always very, very serious. I hunt the goals. I don't chase them. Yeah? There is a life I promised myself. And there is a stage, every single time I promise myself that if I live a certain life, X, I don't want to return back to the same kind of what? Life. Now when you're just so busy, you promise yourself, if I finish a certain life X, I don't go back there. One day, I was renting a house in Chebando. Ajachinusula was my landlord. The bathroom and toilet were outside. I had to make sure that I come from work after easing, so I don't have the hassle of using the pit latrines. Then I worked, and in the same chamber, I rented a self-contained house where the bathroom, half partially self-contained. The bathroom was inside, but the toilet was where? Then I worked again. I shifted to that house. I rented a house somewhere in Chanja, very far around Kungu. Before Kungu became very, very famous, was apartments were there. Nemfunaga apartment, the toilet and bathroom were inside. But every step I took, I promised myself, abadde amaze ebanga mu nyumba nga it is self-contained. May a condition never come whereby I have to return to what? A self-confused room. Get the point? So I don't want to make errors with finances or, errors with my finances or with my cost of operation, because I don't want a point of time to come whereby me who was driving I'm driving a Mercedes Benz, now I am using a what? A taxi. I think I can die. A boda is, I think, okay in down here for easy accessibility. Even today, I parked my car somewhere because of time and I used one. But again, Sarah kubanga ngenda wafe mukyalo. Oganga najendaga, ntandike kulinnya ki? Taxi. Oshagede. Your level mba nagivaako. Naye otegerereza. What are the deadlines? What are you accountable to your life? What you are watch money? It is easy to live a life of no progress, but also it is easy to return to your past, even when you're hardworking. So be very, very intentional about the life you live every single day. We are saying use visual tools like charts and what? And boards and apps to track your business. Celebrate small wins and to maintain motivation. I like what these people are doing. That's team of the game changers and the go-getters. I see them having pizza, whatever you are sponsored. When you sponsor, we do ABCD. Those things keep people motivated. Get the point? They keep you in check. Those small wins motivate. They keep you motivated. When you achieve something, take yourself out. Buy a new phone. You've been using my Pesa for a long time. You upgrade the phone. You do something for yourself. So you celebrate yourself. You have before you pay school fees for what? For your young brothers and so something. Award yourself, maybe with a new book or something. Get something that helps you maintain the what? The motivation. A goal without a plan is just a what? A wish. That is very clear. Yeah. Many people have wishes and they call them goals. Go back and revisit the goals you set at the beginning of the year, those who are here with us. You're going to realize that many people gave up on the dreams, their goals, and they are free and they are okay. The children said they are doing what? They're okay. You set an income goal. It is not even coming to pass. But even to make matters worse, what you were earning has reduced. But again, you're not bothered. You are still the normal person, waking up every single day doing the normal things. People are expanding doing big meetings in Adjumani. People are doing big meetings where? In Ginger every weekend. You are comfortable. Well, you are comfortable in a state that you know you're not comfortable in. What's that? Airplanes are going to Congo. You also have Congolese. You can even access them on your phone. But you're not even you are comfortable not sending them there to your airplanes. Get the point? There was one person I want to mention. They told me, when you go to Zambia, I'm going to send you people. Are you ready to apply? Do you have enough saliva? Because you're going to talk until you can talk no more. I went to Zambia. When are you going? Are you flying or using a bus? They were concerned. I don't know if they want to give me some transport. I didn't tell them. I took a bus slowly. I posted, I have arrived in Zambia. This is my Zambian number. Person was mute. I thought about the person, he quit the business. I checked on them. Hello, Sanso. Are you still there? How is business? Applied, we are pushing. What about the point you said you could send me in Zambia? The guy he blue ticked me and he went mute. When he went mute, after some time, like 1 month, been in Zambia for 1 month, he told me, apply. When are you coming back? I have many people in where? In Uganda. Now I came back to Uganda. Now they aren't even in the training. They have no people for me to meet. Well, let's meet them. People to meet aren't there. But even themselves, they're not in the training. Let's get there. And that's what many people are doing. I told with the waiter, Kale, leave alone the business time. Sometimes you think that, business weary. Yeah, business OQATA weary. Because the proprietor is still very, very serious. You know that, all of you know that Mr. Serious is still by far the most serious person in the company. The guy posts pictures and by midnight he's in the where? He's running, he must know what the accounts are doing, the staff are doing, but he also gets time to write our scripts and design our trainings. He's still up to the business. That means, by look of things, OQATA is going nowhere, it's still around. But the bad news is, you are growing. Hey. One day I was 22. My wallet was only what? I had no wallet that time. Still sleeping at my father's house. No, 22 I was in the campus hostel room there. My wallet was airtime and data on my phone. And the friends take me partying in the evening. Now it's been 10 years later. 10 years later, I even don't feel the hunger myself before my children have eaten. So basically, don't let time catch you off guard. Are you together? Don't let time catch you off guard. This is more of like a counseling session than a network marketing training. So plan your day effectively. This we have already seen. We are out of time. Schedule your work blocks for prospecting and follow-up. Schedule your work blocks. One way being to use a day to do this to get a planner, prioritize the top 3 tasks every single day, allocate time for training and personal growth. These are things we've been talking about, and also avoid multitasking. These things, doing many things at the same time, focus, follow one course and do success. Do these things. Apply. I'm telling you as a matter of fact, every morning you have to see the boy if he has reported. In the evening, as you're logging into Zoom, you are where? Supervise the balance in the chapati stall. You will not manage. I'm telling you, I've done that before. End each day by planning for tomorrow. Very important. Which of those 3 are the top every single day? What marks the top of your day every single day? As an upline, or when you are still building a team, your top priorities may not be the same as mine. Every single time I wake up in the morning, I tell myself one thing. 1, I have to train a team. I have to train a team. You know, kuba no muntu wenkozechi wempagadde nga mutendese either offline or online. I have to train somebody in my team. Training. A day does not end whether I am around or not without training someone. I also have to add on my list. Maybe some days I may not invite. Tuesday I was for burial. I did not invite, but I added somebody to my what? My list. Top priority. Top what? Top priority. Then the other for me is follow up. These things I do every single day, whether what or what. Whenever what you achieve, because follow up, I may not be following up my guests alone, but also the guests of my downline. So sending a message, reaching out, you said you could do this this day, how far are you going with ABC? Beyond because what are those top 3 activities that you do that are relevant to your business? Maybe if your business is not as big as mine, yours here could be prospecting first, inviting, and presenting. If a day comes and no one has seen your circles, you say, today I have not done what? Today I have not worked. You get the point? Very, very important. Are you together? Allocating time for personal growth and training, very important. You have to grow. Read a book, an audio. Go to bed wiser than you woke up about what? About MLM. The longer you study a concept with intent, the longer you study a concept intentionally, you get the gist from it. Time I took out again network marketing, the longer you study it. As you do the business, you also realize that even the big team building sometimes is bigger than just making phone calls. You realize that in time. Get the point? You realize that it involves investing in the business. You realize it involves sourcing resources from outside the business to invest in the business. Oja bizulango okolachi ngojikola ngojisomye ngojitegeera. Hape ninda nkole pay ngole suit tonnategeera byokola. Ezo isooka abantu okwewala abantu okubuuza okozeewo mmeka ezo zijja gye wajja ezakola ki ezatandika akategedde akantu ako. So the longer you learn, the longer you get interested in what you're doing, the more you also realize that there is so much more to just making a phone call to make the business what? Work. Are you together? Are you together? Yes. Very good. Eliminate time wasters. That's what I've been talking about all this time. Time wasters. Sometimes the things we love so much may tend to work against us. Do you know that? Sometimes they may tend to work against what? Against us. Those simple things that we want. And they are good. There is no one who may even talk you out of them. It really makes what? Sense. That's the bad news again. I took my kids to boarding school because I realized that if I'm going to be dropping them every single morning, I will not keep up with what? To the morning schedule of the what? Of my network marketing career. But me, the world has given me very many titles. Over the 31 years I have lived, the world has given me very many titles. But now I still tell myself, the best title this world ever gave me is the title of a father. Very proud. But tell you what, again I realized that again, so much time for kids could be time waster. Get the point? Sometimes I don't go to all VDs. Some VDs I choose to do a what? And not people after I have an event at Hotel Triangle. I want you to close for me. But that same day, it's a VD for my kids. You find yourself delegating, going on Monday. I know the kids are not happy, but let me first secure the bag for your better future. Somewhere, somehow. So basically, it's also important to know when to do what? To prioritize. Get the point? What to let go, what to return to later. I had a colleague of mine. These guys used to drink a lot of beer. No, they still drink beer. Still. Mr. Patel can relate, I think. Mr. Patel also had a clique like that one. These guys enter the bar every day at around what? At around 8. And they leave the bar every day at 3. And because for them, their jobs don't require them to go early to work. You get the point? And if you really want to ride with them, what happens is, you will miss sale, you don't attend the events, you schedule a team event and don't show up. And you realize that this leisure is working against you. You get the point? Tinakola nembesa lako nengamba sijja baswala bachali kakoleki. Can be very content. It was every single time you're feeling bored, they could call you and you say, I think it's okay to go. I bought a big TV at home. So every single time they called me, I make sure I get a movie that cannot let me leave my word. And the problem with these movies, if you're not very used to watching them, the good thing with them is that when you begin, you doze. That means you get time to do what? To relax. You just black out. So I bought a TV not to help me black out every day. They called me so I don't drink for a long time. That's the point. So some things you have to know what is going to basically waste your time. Scrolling through social media without purpose. You have gone to prospect. You know the platform you use to prospect. But then when you open you have the Facebook, you find yourself going to Facebook Reels. And you're now scrolling through Kasuku. You know all place of Kasuku. You went to prospect. You have not sent any messages. You haven't sent any scripts. You have gone to TikTok to prospect, to post trimtone, but now you are there scrolling through TikTok. Before you know it, another 30 minutes is wasted. It looks like it is. People don't lose time in hours and years. People lose time in minutes and seconds. Unnecessary meetings and calls. Unnecessary meetings and calls. Meeting comes up, it is abrupt, it was not on your schedule, and you're rushing like a what? Have a program. The tomorrow going to take a movie interview. No man. Tomorrow going to take a movie interview. That one everyone knows. It must have been on schedule. I must have agreed to be there and at that time. When you don't begin the time you said we should begin, I go away. Not because I am busy. No embassy busy. When you say we begin at 5 and by 6 not ready, I go away. Because if I begin at 6, there is a program I'm supposed to attend to at 8, which you're going to interrupt. You get the point? Don't be that one person who is always free for everything. Have a schedule. You get the point? Hello, I am calling you from what? From Platinum Credit. We are going to, we give loans, what, but you also know, Platinum Credit is typical of what? A logbook financing company. You have no car. Why are you wasting time on the call? Tell them I am busy, I'll get back to you later. Don't give them it because you know it doesn't apply to you. I'm calling you from wherever we have what you're listening to. Services you don't need. Batch similar tasks together. These ones can be done together. You have a new downline to you're teaching how to do what? How to present, but you also have a new prospect that you want to present to. Let the downline come and learn on job. Those tasks are what? Yeah? In economics, used to call those ones which goods? Complementary goods. Yeah? It's goods that work together. Get the point? Something like that. So basically, things you can do together, do them together. Stop procrastination. Use the 2-minute rule. Do you know the 2-minute rule? Do you know the 2-minute rule? The 2-minute rule says that. Which book is that? It's in one of those books that talk about time management. You can read about, but it's basically, it says that if you can do something within 1 or 2 minutes, don't add it to the to-do list. Do it right away. Okay, Edda, I'll call Sandy to ask how far you have gone with money for registration. How long does the phone call take? Don't add your to-do list. Call that person right away. Because if you don't do it, you're procrastinating. Check it. Follow up on my downline Sanso in Imbali to know whether he attended the Zoom. Don't follow up later. Call them right away. Because it's going to take you 1 to 2 minutes. It's called the 2-minute rule right together. Whatever you can do in less than within 1 or 2 minutes, do it right away. Don't add to the do list. That's what the 2-minute rule does what? Says. But also, what we call the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule. Do you know that rule? The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Hello? Have you heard about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule? Anyone has heard about that rule? Yeah? That when you're going to do, when you're planning to do something, ogambye ngenda kuwa masimu, no siko butebe. You get the point? Then you be there, it is time for making phone calls, but somewhere, somehow, you are not beginning. Hello? Has it happened to somebody? No bango, ogambye, katugenda tandika. Follow up. You find yourself sitting somewhere, not beginning at all. So that rule says, count from 5 and say, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And when you mention 1, don't hesitate, begin right away, doing what you said you're going to do now. Okay, I get there. Otherwise, it's easier to sit down there and peruse through a name list and pretend like you are getting ready to call, and for the first 30 minutes, you're not calling anyone. Which I get there. Procrastination. Delegate or outsource some essential tasks. This is very important. Most of our uplines who are growing very big teams. Okay. Maybe I'm not all of your upline. That's the upline in one way. But and you are free to do your business anyway. But then there are simple things that anyone can do. And when they do, they learn from those things. It is going to be very rare in my M&M career with OQATA that you will find me at the counter buying a product. Me? No. Not because I won't buy them, but we put the money on the merchant code. That means singa wandigambye muno tuzetwalirayo twandigambye kanetwayo sente zange tebazikola ki mwantazirya oba tamperamu ebikyupuli oba tebazeegaana sente ziri ku merchant gwolina ebyokukola oli mu kutraininga team ku online ate ogisaspendinze ogenze kukola orders. It's okay to take the pictures, but again, whether you take the pictures or not, Mr. Patel, we shall know whether the codes are in your system or not still. When they recognize the 3 and 30, we shall know that, hey, the packages we are buying, you are not the sponsor. We shall know. When they recognize the 500 CVs per month, we shall know the very many orders you are having, you are not the one who bought them. We shall know. Those who bought them will show. Business here show busy. Your real-time results. If you have to appear in the pictures, okay, appear in the picture. But again, me, I don't have that 30 minutes to spend verifying products. I don't have. Those are the merchant codes. Go and buy them my ID number, bring for me the products, or send them to ABCD. You get the point? I even hired an administrator. I rather pay her some money, but I don't waste some time on some things. I don't go to the bus station to send things to Mbali. I don't. Nakulose meeting, bandabe wanse na mayuba. Delegate. I'm not saying don't do. Or I'm not saying that those who are doing, you're doing wrong. You are doing right. But that is not me. It can't be me. You have a question about the same?
Yes, I have to be correct. We all have areas. In economics, they say specialization is better than when you concentrate in all things. But sometimes you identify where your potential is. My potential may be on products, but not in recruiting.
You didn't understand the point, and you're going to waste out of our time. So he's saying that there's what you call specialization. And this potential may be in doing what? Products, and not doing what? Recruiting. And I didn't talk about those people. My point was really totally different. I'm talking about somebody who has other things to do. You get the point? And I'm not saying don't buy. You get the point? You can still buy. Because I also buy. I don't stop anyone from buying. Understand my point well. And the bad news is I don't want to give more information on that point because, again, I may hurt feelings. But my point was not what you're saying. You get the point? My point is those who are good at recruiting, recruit. But if I have somebody else I can send to purchase the code as I mentor 4 people, why should I purchase the code, which is even already on the merchant code of the company? Yet I can send a downline to pick the package and the what? And the code as I train the 2 people, which is more important, spending 10 minutes at the counter or training a new person. So you dedicate one as you use your time for something else. Time management. Am I clear? Am I clear? Make the order. Let the products, send the products to Mbali. But if that is all you have to do, please do it. You get the point? Because that is all you have to do. But again, if you have another important task to perform and you can give away 5,000 to someone who needs it, you get the point? Or saving over, that's what rich people do. They buy poor people's time. Yes. Am I lying? God gives us 24 hours every day. Someone says, my 24 hours are not enough. Mr. James, come. I'm paying you 800,000 per month for another 8 hours of your time. That's what we do. Check it there. Hope my point is clear. Set boundaries with distractions, phones, TVs, noise, very important, and etc. and etc. Don't be busy. Be what? Productive. Very important. Don't be busy. Be productive. Use leverage tools. Time is already against us. These things, automate the follow-up, the reminders, and so when someone says they will join ABCD at that time, not that in your time, but most importantly, have those schedules very well in your what? On your. I mean, use this technology. These days, you can even organize the scripts and templates already. If you're going to invite a script or you have a script, you can keep it somewhere on your WhatsApp, and when you come to prospect, you do what? You just tap and the script comes. It saves time in posting and what? And typing. So use the social media. Post when you're posting somewhere, somehow, wherever you're posting on social media, you're also increasing the touch points you have with your clients. Because an average person buys after 21 touch points, where they saw your product, how when you met them, when they saw a client who used the same product, very many touch points. So use this social media and the software to basically save time. Because the thing is just, the topic today is about time management as you get consistent. Track analytics and what? To measure sales activities and results. Very important. Work smarter, not harder. Very important. PowerPoint is long. Okay, we are finished. So you're saying maintain consistency and what? And momentum. Develop a daily what? Success routine. What do you do every single day? Success is a what? Success is a habit. It's a routine. Yeah? It's a routine that when I wake up in the morning, I do this. I do this kind of push-ups to get to feel fresh and what and healthy. I do this at this time. I pray this time. I do ABC. So organize your routine. When you have a routine, it is not easy for someone to bring in their programs in your routine because you get the point. Very important. Stay disciplined even when motivation does what? Fades. Sometimes motivation fades. You set a goal. You don't hit the goal, and you don't feel motivated anymore. You get the point? Motivation fades. What deems you consistent is how disciplined you stay even after motivation. You say together with abantu. You call the 30, no one came. Question is, can you call 30 again tomorrow? If you can, then we say you are a disciplined person. You get the point? After the event, there's a downline of mine that was in the event. I didn't get a chance of attending the first year anniversary. Yeah, but again, this downline posted on his status. He was even shedding tears. That moment when you lit the candles, remember? The guy posted, it was emotional. He said, upline, from there onwards, you're going to see the star I'm going to become. I'm going to stress you with people. To follow up. Now it has been close to 1 month. It's coming to 1 month. My God. When are you coming for training, sir? Today my mother told me to do house chores. The motivation faded already. Can you imagine? So it's not just about motivation, it's about discipline. Track and review your progress weekly or even daily. Learn from setbacks without losing momentum. And people did not come. What did you learn from it? Can that lesson teach you, but again without losing momentum, do another event somewhere? You get the point? When I go to one country and maybe one country doesn't work out for me, you get the point? I don't lose it. I don't lose it at all. I continue doing what? Pushing through. When I was in Zambia, for sure I went with high expectations. You come, when you come, we shall join. You come, when you come, we shall join. You come. We are just waiting for you to join. I reached Zambia. The good news is, all the bad news, even the ones that are already members in the what? In the business. Some of them, I never met them until I left. When I'm applying, we are meeting tomorrow. Now tomorrow is a public holiday. Let's meet now because the public holiday, transport is hard. Let's meet tomorrow. You get the point? Mentally, I almost lost it. Over the worker, you left a team behind, but now these guys who came for not even showing up, they get some promises, but because I kept on doing it every single day, in the due course of performing, I met a lady. I showed her the business. And I told her now, on a scale of 0 to 10, any quality. Scale of what's your level of interest? I think 9. Where is the 1? Because 1 less than 10 means you have questions for me to answer. Tell me which questions. No questions, but I just want to know how long I get my products when I join. Very good question. Anything else? No? So tell me, if there is no question, if I am ready to give you all my time and support, can you join now? I think, yeah. How big do you want to go in? Because this package is for students and you're not a student. So how big do you want to go? I want to go in with the biggest package. Biggest what? She's serious. After all this time of waiting, Zambia, people are just coming in one after the other. So yeah, I think I'm the biggest package. Which is the biggest package? That's when I realized that the girl has not understood. She wants to come in the biggest package, but I said, which is the biggest package? I had to redo the big one again. The premium. Premium is now, you can do, the premium is 55,000. Okay, I see. Does the company allow me to put in my children and my husband? You are talking. How big? No, so what is your plan for the children and husband? How about if I do about 10 premiums? Madam, 10 premiums is 550,000 Zambian kwacha. That is 55 million Ugandan shillings. Yeah, I know. How do you think I felt? She's working on 10 premiums. She has done 5 so far. For herself, for her husband. What is stopping the other 5 is because now we want to collect more IDs to fill that registration form. But the money is what? The money is there. Afterwards, now she paid the money, and the problem was now sending the money. Because you keep on going even when the motivation does what? Fades. Yeah? You're going to lose momentum sometime. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose the motivation. But don't lose the what? The momentum. Stay connected with your upline and your team for accountability. Very, very important. Staying connected. Tell your neighbor, stay connected. Stay what? Stay connected with your uplines and your mentors so that you can stay motivated. Otherwise, business, they're going to drain your what? They're going to drain your energy. They're going to drain you. You get the point. Stay connected. Keep your why very visible. To stay driven. Put it on your dream board. Look at every single morning and promise yourself you're not stopping until you achieve A, B, C, D and mean it. Don't just promise and wish for it. Promise yourself and do what? And mean it. You said you'll have a very big team. You said you will have a very big team at Budu House. Yes. Promise yourself, then mean it. Begin with yourself alone. Okera weka no chimanyira chigenda kuyamba okunonya omuntu okera naye before the cell will grow. You get the point? Sometimes God is testing you to see if you will be there for the team that you're asking for. Alaba toso akwa consistent for 7 days and you're asking for a big team. God will wait because the God we serve is a what? Wantondo oshage taswa kuwa chintu no chizanyisa nasigala awo ngakola chi mwana mu team na akola chi najisanyisa. So he's waiting for you to prove that you can be consistent. You can have personal growth. You can meet that team before you have it. But the problem is you are proving him otherwise. You get the point? Be that one person that really, really deserves the team that you're basically looking for. Small success is a sum of small efforts repeated what? Day in, day out. That was by what? By Robert. And that is very true. Small things done every single day repeatedly, consistently, is where the success does what? Comes from. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our training. I want to end with this quote that says, your time is your what? And I say that already in my training. Invest it what? Wisely. And the returns will be what? Limitless. Your time is your life. It is not about how long OQATA will stay. It's not about what it's about. It's your life. You get the point? if you are sure of the time you're left on earth, how much could you do? You get the point? How much could you do to set together what you want to set together anyway? What do you want? What you understand? Use your time wisely. Be very intentional about every single day. Yeah. Sometimes we don't achieve dreams in years because we misuse days as they go out, as they go by. That kind of thinking. So get there. Be very intentional about every single day that you spend. And with that, I know we shall have a smooth sail and a smooth ride in OQATA Wellness Solutions. I cannot wait to see everyone at the top where there is no jam. And may we meet at the beaches of this world. Thank you so much. You've been such a very wonderful audience. Unless there is any communication, if there is no, allow me to wish you a blessed day. See you again at midday to close the meeting. And we meet again in the weekend programs. Thank you so much.